Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy. Wait for it. Thick and slick.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show Fantasy Podcast. We are here wrapping up all the action from the PulpMX Fantasy League we have. We are sponsored by TLR Coatings, Premier Custom Trailers, JT Cycles, and the Dirt Bike Depot. Links in the description. Make sure to check them out. All sorts of cool stuff. On the phone with me today, Cole Ugetti. Cole, what's up, man?
Oh, ready to find a hacker to hack into PulpMX Fantasy website and make some changes to my teams and points totals.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there hacks around the internet, please feel free to DM me.
Max will hit you up. Don't you worry.
I'm looking for anonymous.
Well,
So,
it's all right.
yeah, other than that, I just picked up a gas yesterday, so I guess
saw
that's
that.
fine.
That's awesome, man. You take it ripping through the snow or what?
Absolutely not.
Just put her in the van and took her home, eh?
No, not even the van. It was a process all day because just long process.
Oh, boy.
My truck was buried in snow and the tonneau cover was frozen, and just a long process to even go get the damn thing. But she's home now.
That's awesome. So, yeah, I'm in the process of buying a P-dub for the kids. So this is a thing because, as I'm sure you're well aware, everything is more expensive right now. So it's like I'm buying some clapped out old ass one that luckily I know a good P-dub guy to refurb it so it'll be all right. But yeah, it's a situation for sure. But anyway, getting back to the task at hand here. As we said, fantasy podcast. We play fantasy Supercross on the PulpMXFantasy.com website. So if you haven't played before, it's a great way to make the races way more entertaining and probably way more upsetting for you. So make sure to go to PulpMXFantasy.com, create your own team, as they say, and once you create your own team name, go and join our league. We are the Moto Aftermath Show League. There's no "the" on the beginning. And join the league. DM us your team name on Instagram, and that way you'll be entered to win prizes because we do give away prizes occasionally here, and we have some good year-end prizes that we're giving away. We're giving away Answer gear set, full head to toe. Except for boots. We're not doing boots. We're giving away GoPro Hero 8, and we're giving away a swag pack here, which is going to include a whole bunch of stuff. As far as the weekly prizes go, we do big 2 for Tuesdays. We're big on the 2 for Tuesdays, and we have our winners.
2 for Tuesday.
We have our winners from 2 weeks ago, whenever the last Tuesday race was there in Indy. So I know we said last show we might do a random draw type deal, but we have our winners, so we're all set on that. Did you see the DM on Instagram or the DMs so that you can?
Yeah, yep, I've seen them. We're gonna get those out. I know the one guy did get a hold of us, the other didn't. One guy that got a hold of me was one of the guys that was baited in for the first one to get a hold of us get something. So today was the cutoff, so he's getting something, and then the guy who actually won is getting something.
Yep.
Correct.
So thanks to everyone for playing. Again, make sure to DM us your team name on Instagram there and join our league, and then that way you can win prizes. And even if you've been playing and haven't been playing in our league, you can still join the league, man, and get in on this stuff. We don't discriminate at all. We're a welcoming league. So come on in, check it out. Cole, I guess when you show up for the show Sunday, just tell me how much I owe you for those prizes, and we'll get you that. So that way it's all taken care of. Okay, as far as wrapping up Orlando 1, first off, this is the first race that I've really wanted to go jump off a bridge. I thought I was doing pretty well by having all 8 guys in the main.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ended up not doing so hot for me. It wasn't okay. It wasn't a terrible night.
Yeah, let's hear your don't do it so hot, and
It
then we'll talk
wasn't
about my don't do so hot.
wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. I ended up scoring 213 points,
Woohoo!
which is a little below my average. Okay, I mean I like to stick to the 230 to 260. But I was a little bit below that at 213. In the 250 class, I had Logan Carno, got me 38 points, so that was okay. Luke Neese got me 36. That was all right. Lane Shaw, 42, so that was pretty good. And Christian Craig nailed in 23 points for me. Then we get to the 450s, which is where the wheels really came off the bus. Joey Savacci, 11. Justin Bogle, 12. Adam Cianciarillo as my all-star for 17. And Aaron Plessinger got me 34. Now, on a positive note, I am back to winning the league. I am ahead of Arvik BMX 73 by 1 point. So we're still at the top of the board here. We took the lead back over. He must have had a bad. Oh yeah, he only scored 192 points. He was real bad there. So anyway, but we're back at the top. But our days of having great finishes and being in the top 100 overall is kind of, I mean, I'm still, let's see, I'm 120th overall in the entire fantasy deal. So how was your weekend? How did this go for you? Let's hear this.
Well, I'm glad you think 213 shitty because I got 177.
If I get a 177 or something like that, dude, I'm quitting.
So that's my second round. That's absolutely trash. So I was doing good. I was 230s every week, except for Houston 2, got a 122. That was miserable. And this weekend I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to get a solid amount of points again. And no, of course, people shit the bed for me. It's just how it's been going all year. So I had Lane Shaw at 42 points. Awesome. Great. Jet Lawrence, 26. Awesome. Great. Grant Harlan decides to skim the whoops all the way through the main. Eat shit. 9. He was doing all right. I was looking good on points, looking decent, because I was going to only have 3 guys in the main, and I was going to be all right. My 4th guy qualified well. We had him on the show, Bobby Pizza, and he got 0. His Mud Boggin 250F decided to blow up when I pick him. So Bobby did not deliver the pizza, and he delivered me 0 points, which is awesome. And I had Scott Meshy before that, and I pulled him out, and he made the main at a 14. So sick. That's what really screwed my night. 450 class. I'm looking, this may have screwed me for this week, but maybe not. I went a full all-star roster almost. So my 450 team was very, very solid, and say I would have got another guy in the main, I would have been up there 220, 230 for the 250 class. But 450 class, Tomac at a 23, 2 points on the table, 3 points on the table. Malcolm Stewart, same thing, 23 points. Cooper Webb, 26. And then my only guy I did not pick as an all-star was Jason Anderson, put her in the top 10. Again, people shitting on him all year, but he's been in the top 10 every race. Got me 28 points. So, yeah, woohoo, 177, 8,600 rank. Every time I'm looking sweet, I just get my chest shit on. So that's cool.
Well, I mean, there's always next week, right?
Yeah, I've been telling myself that all year.
All it takes is a couple good weeks in a row, man, and you're right back in it. And
Well, and you know what really sucks is having to wait a whole week now. Like before, it didn't really put a dagger in my heart too bad because I knew in a day or two I'd have to give it another shot. But now I got to sit and think about it all week.
yeah, this is weird where we went from, like, I feel like I haven't been doing anything because I didn't have 2 videos in the middle of the week to make. So that has been a little bit different here. So
it sucks because like this whole week I have hate for Grant Harlan, and it's unnecessary hate. But now, you know, I just watch that race over and see him laying in the whoops, and I'm like, wow, awesome. So anyway, let's look forward. I'm sick of looking back.
hey, that's all right, man. After this week, don't worry. You have 2 weeks to hate people after this week if it doesn't go well.
Well, it better go freaking well.
So moving on to Orlando 2 here, we are going to get our first look at the 250 West group, and that's going to be awesome because there is a whole crop of talent coming in for this one. So I looked yesterday. Did you look yesterday when the handicaps went up? We're
Yeah,
recording this on
there's a
Thursday,
lot.
so-
Like, I'm already swapping a guy out that I was just thinking about. So
Yep. So I picked yesterday. We'll start with the 250s. I went with a couple of Michigan boys here. I have Joey Crown at a 7, and I have Mitchell Harrison at a 1. I think Mitchell is a solid top 10 guy. I think Joey's probably a 9 to 12th place ish guy. So I feel pretty confident with both those dudes. I then
I'm
have
all the way out on Joey Crown.
really.
Yep.
I picked him last year a couple times, and he was okay. So
I mean, if the lever is a millimeter off, he's rattled. So
well, we'll see how this goes. So I then have, and we've talked about him kind of off camera before going into this season, Carson Mumford, Mumphyland.
yep, I got
handicap.
him on my lineup too.
I think realistically, I think he is going to be sniffing around that top 5 all season. He looks absolutely incredible for what I've seen as far as Supercross goes. Like, for a rookie coming in, usually you watch the rookies coming in, you're like, all right, that's okay, like, whatever. Him, you watch his videos, and you're like, holy smokes. Like, he looks smooth, he can ride. I like it. And then for my All-Star, this is going to be a team of people that you would never have really guessed, right? All-Star, Garrett Marchbanks at a 4.
Yeah, see, he's just a big question mark for me as well after everything that's gone on with him.
Flying at the test track.
Yeah, I seen some videos and wasn't very impressed. I don't know what you were looking at.
Somebody on Pulp the other night, I think, was talking about that they had talked to someone who rides at Club or whatever. Yeah, Club where he's at, and they were like, dude, he is killing it. He was keeping up with someone. I can't remember who it was. And he was, like, keeping up with them. And they were like, dude, it was so impressive to watch him do it. I can't remember who it was. So, Garrett Marchbanks at a 4.
Well, the way that I look at that, he rides that track every day. And if somebody fast comes to BCMC, I'll probably be able to keep up with them. But if we go to a different track, I'm not going to be able to keep up with them.
Okay. All right. If you say so, man. I don't know. We'll see.
That's where I'm at on it.
I'm going to see how practice looks on Saturday. We'll see how practice looks. But that's my 250 team for right now. Who you got in 250s?
Who do I have? So right now, what the hell just happened? Somebody just got deleted here. So I have Carson Mumford at a 5. I think that's a pretty safe bet. He's better than 15th for sure. Who did I just have? There he is. Jace Owen at a 10. I think he's just fast enough to make the main and can beat 2 people in the main. So at a 10, I like that. I like the speed he's shown in the past. I think a 10's a safe bet there, but there are a ton of guys that aren't really a lock-in, but Mumford is my lock-in. I am locking him in at 5, whatever. I have Jeremy Martin for my All-Star at a 1. I might move that around a little bit. Cooper, I'm not sold on just because of his offseason. Alex Martin, definitely not sold there. McAdoo, not sold there either. So there's, I don't know, just Jalik Swoll as an All-Star, no thank you. So
is it bad to me that all of the All-Stars on this coast, I'm kind of like, no. It's like, they're like all sketchy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at Hunter Lawrence at a -1. I mean, he should be a top 10 guy all day. I mean, I can see him being 6th, 7th, and that's enough points to be happy with, So, and then my other guy that I have, I kind of got off topic there, is Styles Robertson at a 4. I gotta think he's a 10 to 15 guy on a factory machine. He is a rookie, so I'm still going to watch him like a hawk in practice. And then on my backup team, for my backup guys for Styles and Jace, are going to be Hunter Lawrence at the -1. He's going to be my backup guy. And then my other backup guy is going to be. I think I got to go with. I'm gonna go with Harrison on that one, just because he has some experience. It's weird to call him a veteran, but I feel like he is more of a veteran in this class. So he's on my backup list, and then I'm also gonna look really hard at Chris Belos at a 2.
Chris Blows, I looked hard at just because, as you said, the veteran savvy there.
Yep.
Can I
Actually, and then my other guy, I'm actually gonna. I don't know. I'm actually gonna put him back on here. I had him on my team. Jordan Bailey at an 8.
All right. Can I sell you on a Dakota Alex at a 15?
I have not seen him in the game in a while. He was a good starter, so I got to see how he qualifies before I jump on that. I think with that big of a handicap and that big of a risk, if he does make the main, he will still have a pretty high handicap next week. So, how about here's some other names here that I'm going to look at. How about Carson Brown for you?
Carson Brown is down in the Brown, bro.
Carson Brown in the Brown. Okay, put him with Pierce Brown, the Brown brothers.
Yeah. What about Mitchell Falk at a 15?
I gotta wait on that one too. I'm gonna wait on him. Nick Gaines is fast in practice, but he can't seem to put it together. Derek Kelly's another guy that's made mains. Chase Marquier can make mains. The 2 big question marks that I have on this list are the Masterpool brothers.
Really?
So,
They're a question mark for you because they're not on my radar at all. Wow, and Ty is an 8 handicap. That is
yeah. Ty is on my radar for sure. Robbie Wageman's on my radar. He makes mains. And Justin's real high on this guy, Dylan Schwartz.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what they're going to bring to the table. I mean, we could go all day. This is super stacked. You got Cedric Subaros at a 12, main event guy.
Yep.
You got Jerry Robin that might sneak it in there.
Here's the crazy thing about this coast.
Hardy Munoz at a 15, rookie coming in.
I've heard people talk about it being like top heavy, or not top heavy, but like you have your top guys and then like the next level is like crazy. But in all reality, the consistency we've seen from the top guys in this class here in this coast, I mean, dude, I think it's wide open, to be really honest with you.
Yeah, there's no really consistent guy in this coast.
No, like, dude, I could see freaking Alex Martin. You know, you could tell me in 3 months here that Alex Martin won the title on this coast, and I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
well, on paper, Justin Cooper is the guy.
But he's been hurt. Coast. That's
I know, but like I said, on paper, he is the guy.
Yes.
But yeah, other than that, man, it's wide open. There are a lot of good picks here. I think it's just gonna be there's gonna be a lot of luck this week. I think so.
Yeah, because who the hell knows? And like you said, you got like Jalik Swoll as an all-star, Jordan Smith. Yep. I mean, dude, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of people are gonna take the bait. I think on Seth Hamaker at an 8.
I think so too.
I'm all the way out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so.
Hamaker, who are the star kids?
Fry
Thrasher and Fry. Although I haven't
here. What do they got?
I haven't heard that they're riding. Fry is a 4, and Thrasher is
also a 4.
Is also a 4. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm out on those guys too. I'm gonna be trying to stick with the guys that I know have race experience.
Yeah.
except for Mumford, he hasn't made a Supercross. I mean, I guess I sound like a hypocrite, but
I guess
he hasn't raced Supercross yet. But with riding with a guy like Martin and kind of doing that whole deal, man, I think he's gonna be sneaky good.
Yeah. Well,
and we keep saying that.
And he's got his Mumford land out there, which has 2 Supercross tracks and all that crap too. So
he is the Joe Shimoda of this coast.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that really easy. Like I said, the interesting thing is like these Yamaha boys, the Thrasher and the Fry. Like from what I'm hearing, it's not really confirmed that either of them are riding this coast either.
Nah, who knows?
Yeah. But. So we'll find out Saturday. Dude, wait.
A lot of parity, but my premier lock-in pick is Carson Mumford for the 250 class. How about you?
Yeah, I'd have to go with pretty much the same thing. Because other than that, it's kind of a toss-up for me. So,
all right.
All right. So moving on to 450s here. Dude, I hate picking 450s this year.
Yeah.
It's so terrible. I don't like. I have a team. I'm not confident. In fact, I don't think I've hardly picked. I think one of the guys I'll pick all the time on here that I have on my team. One of the guys I've picked occasionally, and the other two, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? So let me tell you this 450 team I'm looking at on my screen here. For starters, I got Shane McElrath at a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's kind of somewhat racing his way into shape. Obviously, last week we saw he has speed to be towards the front, as we saw in that heat race, and in
Yeah, he had the
qualifying.
starts too.
Yeah, but in the main, just shit happens. It's 20 minutes. It's a long time, and he hasn't been out there. So I think he's going to be better this week than he was last week. Let's see here. What was he last week? He was 17th last week. Do I think he can get a couple spots better? Yes. Then next up, I have, for my all-star, I have Marvin Muscan, the crazy French guy. He's a 7, dude. He's an all-star with a 7 handicap. Like, I'm in on that.
Yeah.
Although I guess you could
He's
also
been
go,
having a shitty year, man.
I guess you could also go with an all-star with a 6 handicap of Zach Osborne because he's coming off of a high, so I guess that would be okay too. But anyway, then I have Vince Freeze at a 7. I mean, he was 15th last week. Obviously, it was a week past taking out Barsha, so he was wanting nothing to do with anybody when he was getting lapped. I think that'll get a little bit better as we go on here. And then my steadfast, my rock, my premier pick of the week for the 450 class, Kyle Chisholm.
Chisholm?
Chizzing everywhere, bro. Just chizzing everywhere. 9.
Well, I'm still out on him because you got Sexton back and possibly Anstey, so let's push him back a couple spots.
Are we sure Sexton is back?
I don't know.
Are we sure Anstey's riding?
I'm not completely sure, but if they're in, yeah, I'm going to be rethinking that one for sure.
Because I was told they were riding last week, and then neither of them were there. And in fact, I had Anstey on my team. I had to take him off. So,
well, I think the deciding factor was that $75 COVID test. So they were out. They just didn't have the extra money.
Probably, especially Sexton, dude. He's got no money.
Yeah. No.
So.
So yeah, I am. Let's see your whole team. So you got a lock there, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, Chiz is
I'll
just
probably end up
chizzing
changing
everywhere.
mine. I'll probably end up changing mine. So, shoot, my lock is going to be the All-Star, Barsha to 5.
Okay.
I kind of boned myself last week going 3 All-Stars, so I don't have a lot to pick from All-Star wise. So I'm going to go Barsha to 5. I like that. That's quite a bit of room there. Vince Freeze at a 7. He's been consistently top 17. So I think there should be no problem there. Bogle, same thing. I've got Bogle at an 8. I think he's consistently top 18. And him riding during the week with Savachi, Anderson, Hunter Lawrence, Jet Lawrence. I think he's kind of fallen into that racy during the week kind of thing. And it looks like it's worked for Savachi and Anderson. They've been a little more racy. So that's my theory on Bogle. I think he's going to start getting a little better. Talent is obviously there. It's just, man, he's just had shit luck. So, and then Shane at a 5 is good. I like that. He gets good starts. But again, it's just so hard. You have Dylan Ferrandis at a 1 now after his crash last weekend. He is now a 1 handicap. You have Party Marty at a 6. He's been kind of hovering around that. Aaron Plessinger at a -1. He rode his way to 6 last week. That was impressive. Savachi at a 2. Been in the top 10. He went down last week. He was in 6th and he went down. So Chase Sexton at a 2. There's a lot of good picks of guys that will be right around the top 10. So it's tough, man. You got Dino at a 3. He got a full week of riding back under his belt. You got Brock Tickle My Pickle at a 7. It's man, it's just put all these names in a hat and draw at this point, in my opinion. So I'll probably change my 450 team like 8 times.
Yeah, me too. It'll it'll change every single qualifying session on Saturday. So,
Yep.
okay.
I mean, Justin Brayton a 2, but after that high top fade last weekend, I'm out.
Man, dude, I'm nervous about Brayton. He has not looked good the last 2 weeks. So, yeah, I'm out on that too. I'm like you said, 450s. My team will probably change a whole lot. 250s, we'll see.
Yeah.
I feel a lot more confident in my 250 team, even having not seen any of these guys ride, as opposed to my 450 team. So
yeah, I mean, maybe I should just leave this team like I did in Indy, and it ended up being the best one for me. So whatever.
I don't know. I'm getting too deep into it, man. I'm like going through heat races and stuff now, and obviously it's not doing anything for me. So I'm out. I'm out on that.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go Old Faithful, look at qualifying times, and just go from there.
Yep. And if you're on Twitter, you're not, but Roto X, he's got a good cheat sheet. It's kind of useful. So
Yeah. I've heard some things about him. I watched part of one of his videos once. So
yep.
he beat us to the punch with the AMA Never Change shirt. I'm sad about that.
Did he?
Oh yeah, he had one like a day after the whole McElrath debacle.
Well, a lot of those guys, yeah. I mean, some of them, as soon as something happens, they're sitting at their computer that night filming it because they're a one-man show kind of thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. Interesting. Okay, cool. No prizes for Orlando 2. We'll probably do something decent at Daytona when we come back. So Daytona. We'll try to have some prizes. Sunday show. We've got Moran's on, and shoot, who is his buddy he's staying with? Eichmann something?
Dirt Bike Depot guy?
No, not Max. Hold on a second. Let me check my phone just a second here.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, it's in the DMs, bro.
Oh, I'd have to go look.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing too. This is solid radio here. Solid radio. Yeah, Colton Eichmann. He's on Sunday also. I'll try.
Who?
Colton Eichmann.
I don't know if
Eichmann.
Oh, all right. Whatever.
Number 815.
Right on. Bring him out.
Yeah, that's
Bring
who
him out.
Kev's staying with. I tried to get him on the show. He like walked by last week when Kev was talking to me on the phone. I was like, "Tell your boy to jump on right now too," and he didn't. And so then I messaged him, and yeah, so there we are. So I'm trying. I don't know if you saw. I'm throwing some DMs around, trying to get some different people on. So we'll see. I was trying to get Coach Rob on for a long form on the off week here, but I haven't heard back from him yet either. So I don't know. Making plans. We're trying. So.
Yeah, I might be able to track someone down for the long form kind of deal.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I definitely still want to do a show on the off week too. So, talk about because basically we'll be halfway, which will be wild because we have a break halfway through the season. So, yeah, we'll do a long form show of talking about the first half of the season. It'll be great. So,
Cool.
All right, cool. So again, thanks for listening and watching. If you're watching on YouTube. Remember, we play on PulpMX Fantasy. Go join the league. DM us your name. Get in there so you can win some prizes. And we will see everyone back here Tuesday with a show wrapping up Orlando 2. Make sure to check out
Sharing
the
is
sponsors.
caring.
And showing is growing. Make sure to
Growing
check
is
out the
showing.
sponsors. Links in the description. Talk to everyone soon. Later.